Hey everyone, Spicy Toast Gaming here. Hope you're having a great day. Hope this video can make it a little bit better for you. This video is going to be an excerpt from my stream, or a clip from my stream, where we were going through and testing out this Switcheroo power. This is the first time we've ever seen this. Game Start, the player and the foe trade decks. So this is a lot of fun, completely change how you play, because now every time you're looking at the shop or you're looking through upgrades you get as like after battle rewards, you're trying to make often the worst possible pick so the enemy is then getting that card because you and the enemy switch decks. So you're trying to actively put bad cards in your deck that do anti-synergies, because whatever cards you put in your deck is actually going to go to the enemy at the next game. So this is a lot of fun, a lot of interesting ways to play around this. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I had tons of fun playing with this modifier. If you're watching and you're not from NA, I think the other regions, at least EU, got a different power. So that is unfortunate, but I hope you can still enjoy it through this video. Let's get into it. I think let's try Warwick now. Warwick's another one that could be pretty fun here. So for Warwick, this is just based on the amount of damage we've done. While Warwick's deck is good at triggering this damage, we're still going to be able to stack it up pretty easily since we especially have him at 6 stars. Also Wounded Prey, that's giving us naturally more damage. The Primal Howl, this is also going to give us more damage. So I think this should still be fine. As far as powers, I think we will still try to go for the Harmless Scarecrow, because this can just give us more stats and let us just mill the enemy deck even harder. And then Black Shield just to protect our units, and Cruel Experiments to give us more damage and Overwhelm and Impact. We're trying to, again, just go for all the power effects so that those will still trigger, even though our champion isn't going to be in our deck. Doing it with level 1 is fun too. The only real danger is the 20 health and no regen, plus a good way to farm them. Yeah, like the worse deck you have, the better for you, which is kind of hilarious. Yeah, I think let's go ahead and try this. If you are trying to do it at like a very low level, you probably just want to get a whole bunch of the either reroll powers or the Star Child staff, so you just have the most amount of health. But let's try Warwick. I think he should be decent here. I think the Devourer of the Death is a bigger build around, as you know, the opponent will have one big unit, so they won't be able to swarm you easily. Let's go for power here. Wounded Prey is kind of funny because we already have that going off, but I think we'll just go for the Round Start Rally so we can try to keep the pressure on. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's go for Feral Mystic. Wait, did we get this one the same last time? Is it different now? How does the stack deck timing work? Probably not good. Let's get rid of a couple of these. Yeah, I think this is the first time we've seen this one. Round Start, get an extra mana gem. Feral Mystic. We want to go for the ramp. Fear the wild. I think let's go ahead and attack. I think let's go for the Blood Hunt. We'll put that one there. We don't want our units to actually die. Let someone draw a unit with 5 more power. Feral Mystic. I guess how many cards do they have? They have 8 cards left, so all of our units are going to have the Overwhelm and the increased stats. Let's actually drop 2 2-drops. All right, let's go ahead and attack like this. All right, so some decent damage. I think we'll go for Kindly Tavern Keeper.
How about another round?
And ooh, that power. We're gonna have to cut that card. That is like one of the most overpowered cards. We're definitely gonna need to get that out of hand. I guess we actually could plunder with this pretty easily, but we kind of need to block right now.
Bar the doors.
All right, let's go ahead and go right here. I guess we could have just, like, taken the hit and then attacked. Wouldn't have been terrible. I think let's open up with this, see what they do. The good thing is our units are very weak against Overwhelm. All right, GG. Yeah, we have some really good cards in there I think we need to get rid of. We really get to see how swarmy Warwick can be in this adventure? Yeah. So we don't... This is going for the enemy. It that stares be kind of funny. Farsight, manifest a spell that costs 3 or less. I think this is fine, actually. Some of these other ones would be a little bit too much damage. This would be a pretty weak unit. Very easy to overwhelm with Overwhelm. Get it out of hand. Yeah, that can be okay. Alright, support champion. Morgana. That looks too strong. I guess Tarek doesn't look that bad. Sure, I think let's go for Tarek. I think it looks fine. And... okay, it actually switched this time. Nice, so it can't actually change. All units have strike double my power. Yeah, we'll try to go for Swole Squirrel. This is interesting. Like, he does not have a bad deck. I think for him, it's deck first, then powers. The deck has a lot of good cards that get better with his powers because of all the pinging. Yeah, that's true. They actually do have a pretty solid deck, which is not the best for us. Give my support ally quick attack and +1. Support ally +1. I think we'll try to go for extra units, potentially. Well, nah, we're fine. Alright, so we will attack like this. They have 19 cards left. I think we'll just take that hit. We have a ton of regen. We have to remember that. So taking damage actually isn't that bad. Sure.
Come on, Rib.
So I think we'll let him die here, but that way these other two can get the damage down. Alright, GG. The 6-star this week was pretty effing annoying, to be honest. Yeah, the 6 and 5-star look very rough. Heal an ally, draw 1, gift giver, arbiter of the peak, 7/7, but cost 3 more. Cost 1 less each time you've targeted or supported allies. We don't have a lot of that in our deck. So let's maybe go for Arbiter and hope they can't play it at all. And yeah, we healed by 22 health. We have a massive amount of regen. Let's go for the shop. 3 Chrono Breaks in your deck. No, thank you. Enemies have -1. That'll actually be decent. Yeah, I think we'll go for another shop. So Remitter. Okay, it's nice that this one's different than the last 2 times, because the last 2, like, every single one was the exact same. Where Finland Kate have very good powers that are further supported by their fairly lackluster decks. They're only there to further facilitate powers that trigger those super good powers. Yeah, with Warwick, your baseline deck is actually pretty good, so that's kind of hurting us right now. I think let's get rid of both of these. A lot of these would be better later, but... yeah, we don't have a lot of scaling yet. I think we might actually pass.
I can do channel our power.
All right, that's fine. So we can actually we'll let this unit kill their unit. We can go for a crawling sensation. And we can drop this right here. Try to boost up our damage a little bit more. Also, it looks like add might drop, which little unfortunate that's in the middle of an adventure. If it does, we'll go ahead and pause, but definitely get a drink, go to the bathroom, stand up, stretch. Since we only do one ad break an hour, the ad break is a little bit longer. Actually, we might be able to end right here. That could be perfect. Let's quickly try to end before... Oh, the Caustic Rift. It's too good. We really need to cut that card. It's just way too strong. Oh, man. Yeah, the decks are completely swapped. Let's try to attack, see if we can end.
It only turned back.
Yep, GG. Perfect. Oh. I think we'll go here for Mastermind just to give them a card that's harder to play. And yeah, let's go for the shop, see if we can get a decent power here. Challenger, not bad. I think we could probably do better. When allied unit kills another unit, give it even 2/2 and heal it to full. We kind of already have this, but we're not really killing enemy units that often with our own units. So I think let's try another reroll. Counterfeit copies in hand. Again, I don't think that would matter that much. If you have the attack token instead of the strongest enemy, sure. Common, whatever power. Here we really need to cut. Where is it? Caustic Rift. This is shredding us. That's so bad for us. Let's go for Poppy.
Huh? You want me? Well, okay.
Wonder if Eddie fares well. They won't have the cost reduction for all their large lads. That is true. Yeah, and you could actually, the funny thing is you go for Starforge Gauntlets, but you'll get the benefit of it, and they won't. And so that actually could be pretty funny. Let's, I think, get rid of these two. You probably don't get that many base 6 cost units from enemies. I mean, you get a decent amount, actually. Impact's not bad. Sure, let's drop this. Oh, well, and it's gone. All right.
Got this from a side quest. Looking for a hero.
All right, we'll just try to do some damage. Yeah, the Warwick will be able to kill another unit, but that'll be okay.
Poppy, did we switch quests? Oh, better get out of here, Peppy.
Oh, I love that. Do we want to drop our own Poppy? Sure.
I found a hero. Yeah, where? What are you looking
She is actually scaling up pretty well. They have 19 cards left. We could take the hit.
Hope you're sturdy.
We'll chump block with this one.
Party member down.
Do we want to go with Poppy?
Hammer.
Sure.
Set. Slam.
They'll get less stats than for their empowered effect. Double attack. These have impact. Impact is pretty good for us. Gives us another hit of damage. I think let's actually try to do some damage to these units.
This will be my magnum opus.
All right, they have 17 cards left. Yeah, we can go for Poppy.
Heroes around here somewhere.
And let's just start going for damage.
I'm attacking.
Poppy would die. We would get more damage down. But we might want to hold off. Sure, I think we'll pass. We are stunning their strongest unit every round. And since they have less units, it's actually not that bad. I think let's go for the double attack. And drop this one. And we'll do this to give everyone vulnerable. Alright, GG. Yep, GG. So yeah, Warwick is definitely worse than the Fiddlesticks and the Caitlyn. Why do they get poppy in this one? I'm so confused. They create a copy of their champion. So it's not just in the deck, they actually create a copy of it. So that's kind of the issue. I don't really want them to have any of these, to be honest. I guess we'll go for the Farsight. I'm always a lot more liberal with my life against mini-bosses. Yeah, you get that full heal and it's so nice. Game start, draw 2, spell burn. I think we'll do this because the extra damage will count for our star powers, so that can be pretty solid. I think we'll probably cut a card. Yeah, cutting a card, probably worth it. Sure. So let's go ahead and go for Yeti Yearling. This should be interesting. Why do you have the Fiddle Relic? So we can try to reduce down our deck and get that extra 1 or extra 2/2 going. And we just want to get all the power relics because those are the only ones that are actually going to be able to carry over. Let's get rid of this one, and then the rest will be fine. We could kill that one, but let's maybe attack like this.
Don't worry, I am here.
Let's drop this one here.
Bar the doors!
I think we'll let them hit us because we'd want to get the impact for the extra damage. And then it's not that much. They still might kill our unit, but it's fine. That little bit of extra damage helps our scaling. Alright, let's proc this right here. And yeah, we'll still potentially die. But that's fine. It's decent damage. And then, yeah, the fact we're stunning their unit every round is pretty great. Let's actually Frostbite that. I think we'll play this one next round. Let's drop this one just for the extra damage. Alright, not too bad.
Light the signal fires.
Let's drop this. And then we'll go for Tall Tales. I'm surprised we didn't draw any of those Enraged Yetis.
Careful.
But GG. There we go. Wait, what the hell is this adventure? Swap decks? Yes, you're completely swapping decks with the enemy. So we're trying to pretty much have the worst deck possible, or a deck that's making them draw a whole bunch of cards. And then for our champion, we're trying to go for all powers because those will still carry over. So that's, yeah, why we're going for that one. Dragon. That'll probably be the best. I think the other two we don't really want them to have. Sure. Alright, let's look at our deck. What do we have too many copies of? Pretty much everything's a 2-drop other than Taric. What do we want to cut? Potentially Chump Wumps. These are actually pretty big. Yeah, I think let's get rid of these. It's a pretty scary drop right away. Enfeebling Strike. It's okay. We only have 2 rerolls. Let's leave and see. There's another shop there. Sure. Well, we have just under 500. After going here, we'll have over 500 gold, so we can get whatever power. Let's see. This looks fine, I suppose. Let's get rid of this one just so we can make sure we get it on the board. It's a little weird constantly playing with different cards. This would create a bunch of flame chompers. Sure.
Astounding curiosities lie
Decent amount of blockers, but let's just get some damage down. All right, let's drop it, get excited. We have the enfeebling, so sure, let's get rid of that one. And let's proc this one right here. All right, nice. So some pretty good damage down. And GG. They actually have a pretty good deck. Nice. Oh. Yeah, this is really good. Let's see. Deal 1 to all Nexus. Arbiter. Deal 2 damage to all enemies. We have some Dredger already in our deck, right? Yeah, I think. Let's maybe grab this and then have this be the card we cut. Your first spell each round costs 10 less. Sure. Like, we're getting at least a spell every round from our star power, so that's not terrible. Let's cut this one, and let's go for Jhin.
In carnage I bloom like a flower in the dawn.
Yeah. Post any other champions that you think would be really good to try. We'll see. We'll either... If there's another one I think is really interesting, we'll try it. Otherwise, we'll move on and do the other nightmares. Sure, this is fine. Yeah, let's drop this one. We can go for Blood Hunt to give them the vulnerable. Then we can go ahead and attack like this.
They look on and the music.
All right, nice. Let's open with this one.
You inspire.
And then we'll play this one because it's a 3 cost. Also, it's giving us 1 more damage. So perfect. They're at 15 or less cards. So we have the extra stats from the Fiddlesticks relic.
Gotcha.
Places, people.
And yeah, let's just go ahead.
Heard something very
All right, pretty good.
the curtain.
And yeah, we can just attack. All right, so it came together in the end. GG.
1, 2.
After this, I think we try Kaiserite. Someone said her star powers still work for us. Possibly. I guess Kaiser would be one that would be pretty interesting. We'll take a look at her. All right, that was, in the end, pretty good. Warwick definitely is one that actually has a pretty strong deck, though. So going up against that is rough in the first half until you actually cut some of those cards. Yeah, the star powers do kind of work whatever deck you're using, but definitely a little bit scarier than going up against Fiddlesticks or Caitlyn. Thank you for watching that video, especially all the way to the end. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.